the dawn of a new era, reclaiming Africa's greatness. Once upon a time, Africa stood as a pinnacle of knowledge, power, and wisdom. Ancient civilizations like Egypt, Nubia, and Mali, and great Zimbabwe thrived long before the world knew what a continent it was. They harnessed the power of land, the stars, mathematics, architecture, medicine, and trade. The original Black Pharaohs built the pyramids so precise that modern engineers are still baffled. The scholars of Timbuktu filled the libraries with text on science, philosophy, and astronomy, which got stolen by colonizers. Communities thrived on agriculture, art, metalwork, and astronomy. Each of these skills cemented Africa's greatness. But as time passed, invasions and colonization swept through, aiming to diminish the brilliance that Africa had built for millennia. However, Africa never forgot its roots. Its soil remained rich with untapped potential, and its people held the spark of their ancestors' greatness within them. Now, in the modern world of technology and globalization, Africa stands at a crossroads, at a time to choose whether to remain passive or to reclaim its rightful place in the global narrative. And the answer is simple. Africa's greatness is still there, waiting to be awakened by those who dare to dream. So let's dream, Africans. The journey begins with recognizing the skills that Africans have always had and applying them to the present and future. The agricultural knowledge that once made African civilizations thrive is now poised to be key to solving global food crises. Young Africans are already using traditional farming techniques fused with modern technology like hydroponics and AI-driven farming systems to revolutionize how the world feeds itself. They are using their ancestral wisdom to unlock climate-smart farming techniques that were buried deep in history. Africa's knowledge of community is one of its greatest assets. The concept of Ubuntu, I am because we are, is something Africa has always held dear. In the modern world of cutthroat capitalism and this philosophy of a new world of doing business, African entrepreneurs are using technologies to create platforms that connect people, empower local artisans, and build sustainable economies. They are infusing global tech with Africa's innate sense of community, showing the world that a better, more inclusive business is possible. Thank you, South. Thank you, Africans. And now, what about arts and sciences? The creativity that birthed the rhythms and dances that the world now celebrates has not faded. Across the continent, Africa's youth are mastering the digital arts, coding, and content creation, transforming ancient stories into viral reality experiences and NFTs that transcend borders. In fashion, architecture, and design, Africans' ingenuity in influencing global trends, turning heads with an unapologetic sense of identity. But reclaiming Africa is not just about tapping into the ancient knowledge, it is also about mastering the skills of the future. African nations are beginning to realize the value of education in the 21st century. Across the continent, there are young minds mastering artificial intelligence, blockchain, renewable energy, and robotics, using them to solve local challenges. The tech hub of Lagos, Nairobi, and Accra, as well as South Africa, are not just competing, they are leading in innovation. They are leveraging skills that Africans have always possessed, adaptability, creativity, and resilience, and combining them with cutting-edge technology. Then comes the power of unity. Africa always has 54 countries, each with its distinct culture and resources. But the future demands a unit front, and Africa is learning that its strength lies in collaboration. Through the regional integration efforts, like the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, Africa is setting the stage to become a major player in global trade. Finally, Africa no longer waits for the world to acknowledge its brilliance. The sons and the daughters of the continent are waking up to the knowledge they've always had, the tools for greatness. They've always had the wisdom, the creativity, and the resilience. Now, with their ancient wisdom in one hand and modern technology in the other, they are crafting a future that is truly African and is powerful, equitable, and global. In reclaiming its spirit of their ancestors, Africans are positioning themselves not just to compete but to lead. Africa is not just rising, it's already risen, and there is no going back to that. The world just needs to open its eyes and see it. The dawn of a new era is here. Africa's brilliance is shining once more. Africa's path to solutions, overcoming challenges to unleash potential. Africa, a continent of incredibly diversity, culture, and resilience, has faced centuries of external pressure, exploitation, and internal challenges. Yet, in every challenge there lies an opportunity. The future of Africa does not lie in waiting for foreign aid, adopting external models without consideration. It lies in harnessing Africa's internal resources, its people, its knowledge, and its land. The solutions to Africa's problems are homegrown, rooted in its history, and ready to be nurtured into fruition. I will repeat, the solutions to Africa's problems are homegrown, rooted in its history, and ready to be nurtured in fruition. Let's explore how Africa's confront some of its greatest obstacles with innovative solutions. 1. Agriculture, the engine of growth. Africa is home to 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land. Yet many countries on the continent face food insecurity. The challenge is not the land, but infrastructure, education, and technology needed to utilize it effectively. This can be achieved by modernize agriculture through technology. Agriculture has always been the backbone of African economies. By integrating modern technology like drone surveillance, AI-driven farming techniques, and precision farming, African farmers can increase yields while preserving their environment. Emphasizing climate-smart practices rooted in indigenous knowledge such as crop rotation and agroforestry. This can lead to sustainable agriculture that not only feeds the continent but also provides surplus for export. Youth engagement is also crucial. Initiatives that educate young people on agribusiness and innovation, as seen in countries like Kenya, are driving the next generation to view agriculture as profitable business rather than subsistence farming. Governments and private sectors need to support these efforts by investing in rural infrastructure and access to finance. Molweni Bantu. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening and tuning into our content. Please help grow the channel by liking and subscribing. See you on the next episode.